feel that there are not so much emotions, and I think maybe it's because I'm very much in my head, so I'm more focused on my thoughts than on my feelings. But early on, I have been, really, what do you say, caught up in many feelings, and I have tried to use different methods to deal with it, and especially breath work have helped me a lot.
Okay, but let's slow down here. You say, you know, you are more focused in the head, but what's behind that? Because I want to clarify that a feeling is not an emotion necessarily. It can be a sense, for example, confusion. It's also a certain sense. Yeah, that's a mental sense, confusion. But that's where I'm pointing at. It's not necessarily emotion, like confusion. That's what it is. And you say, I feel, I am confused, and it's okay to be confused. Yes.
But I don't know. It's really hard for me to say.
Okay, so you can give more time to reflect on it. You can give more time to reflect on it. Yeah, but in this moment right now, can you see that you are aware of certain knowing or not knowing? In this moment, can you see that you're searching for the answer?
Yeah. I usually say that I think my feelings instead of feel my feelings.
So can you see that you're searching for a mental answer or for an explanation right now?
Yeah.
Can you see that you see? Doesn't matter what.
Yeah, I can see.
That's it. Stay right there. Yeah. What? There is nothing else, really.
But it does feel. It feels. I think it feels that there's maybe a deep feeling of emptiness, and I try to fill that out with thoughts because it's boring just to feeling emptiness.
Okay, you're trying to avoid emptiness because it's trying to fill it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of the tricks that your mind is playing. Yeah, it can recognize there's something more, but then, oh no, I don't want to go there. Let me just fill it up with other stuff. So I feel kind of safer and more comfortable with what I know. So can you see your reliance on knowing?
Yeah.
And the discomfort of not knowing. Yeah, and if you make the not knowing less discomforting, it's not a problem not to know. It's okay not to know. It's beautiful not to know. I prefer not to know, to be honest, because I'm more free rather than the heaviness of I know. I know it's old, first of all. It's past. It's heavy. It's, in a way, it's dead. I know it's already done deal. It's not fresh. It's not alive. It's the old sandwich of last week in the fridge. Yeah, so the I know actually for me is more discomforting than I know that I don't know. I prefer I don't know because it's more alive.
Yeah.
And more liberating, more free.
Yeah, but I know that feeling or state when I do the breath work, I can empty my mind and just feel that, yeah, I don't need to know anything.
But is that not another state when the mind says, okay, now I'm in my peace, I don't have to know everything? Versus the instant of now where you recognize, I see that I don't know. And it's a bit different when the mind says, you know, I am kind of relaxed, I don't need to know anything because I'm somewhere else, so to speak.
Yeah, you can say that I force the mind to to relax or to, yeah, just to let go.
Yeah,
Because
but that is not the awakened not knowing.
No, I know that.
Yeah. So where I'm pointing to is the awakened, not having to know. It's the awakened instant, the awakened aliveness, which you just verified when you said, I see that I see. And in that moment, knowing or not knowing, it's an option, whatever you prefer. For me, I prefer not knowing because that's more liberating. If you prefer knowing, then you say, I see that I prefer knowing. And it's okay as well. It's not a problem, actually. It's okay too. But in that moment, when you say, I see that I prefer knowing, just in that moment, you are liberated already, actually. In that moment, though, then it, of course, depends how long can you stay liberated. Yeah, but in that moment, that's what it is. That's where your true self is. And if your true self says, I see that I prefer knowing, it's okay, actually. It's not a problem. That's what your true self says right now. But of course, when your attention goes back into knowing and your comfort zones and this and that, that's where you are no longer your true self. Now you're one step down, which is also okay, as long as you trying to find your way back to your true self. Okay.
Yes.